You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Grizz, and of course, I'm your host, Rashad Grismore. I have a fun and an exciting show for you today. Wow, Coward Howard, you know what? This guy is totally despicable. Now there are reports about he and the Houston Rockets, they're not on one accord. Pete Rose wants to be commissioner. I don't understand that. I really don't. But what I want you to do is, especially, my listeners and the new listeners and everybody who wants to hear me speak and just loves me. And I love you. But what I want you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy me. And let's get it. Thank you, everyone out there, for tuning in to me, the Grizz, however it is that you are tuning in. So, for those of you who have heard my show before I even get off into the sports, I like to talk about different things that's going on, either in my life or anything that's going on in the entertainment world. So, I want to talk about something that's going on in my life. For those of you who have heard my show, I'm pre-diabetic. Therefore, I have to take certain precautions to get my blood sugar down. As a result of me eating properly, my blood sugar has gone down. My H1C has gone down. Now, there's a shake out there. It's called the Green Smoothie Shake, and I've been using it. I have to tell you, it's killing me. It is. It's killing me. It's a 10-day fast strictly on shakes. green shakes, green smoothies rather. What I put in it, my girlfriend, she makes it for me. The ingredients are, it varies. I use, what is that? It's something that the kale and the spinach. Predominantly the spinach. I put blueberries, I put raspberries, berries, period. I put an apple. I choose to take that certain precaution simply because I don't want my blood sugar to spike. Now, if you're just a regular person and you have no problems as far as your blood sugar, you can put a mango in there, you can put a banana in there, and I'm here to tell you, I have lost weight. Like, seriously, I have lost weight. Here's the thing, though. I'm hungry as hell. Like, literally, I'm hungry as hell. I want to eat. You remember the Clumps, Eddie Murphy, Janet Jackson, and when the Clumps went in there in the buffet, they just ate everything in sight? That's me. That's how I feel right now. So on Christmas, my mom, she's having a big breakfast. I can't wait for that breakfast. I cannot wait for it. You don't understand. I can't wait to just eat. Like, I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. Yes, that's what's going to happen. I have to say that this has been, as far as taking the smoothie, it has been okay as far as, well, here's the thing. When I became diabetic, I had to change my eating habit overnight. Literally, I just changed overnight the way in which I ate. So it hasn't been that bad. The only thing is, anybody who has done these green smoothies, you just want to eat. That's all you want to do. You just want to eat some food. You want to eat some food. Now, you don't have to do the 10-day smoothie like I'm doing. You can do the 7-day smoothie, or you can do the 10-day smoothie. But instead of, because it's 3 meals you're doing 3 meals. You can do 2 smoothies and a meal, depending on how you want to do. You can do the meal in the morning, the afternoon, or at night. I don't do it. You can do that. It's very restrictive as far as things that you can eat. Here's the thing. The only reason why I'm saying this is America, and there are a lot of obese people. I go to the grocery store, and I'm going to say probably about 80% of the people that I see are obese. And I'm being nice by saying that, especially in the black and Mexican community. I go to the grocery store, and it's like every person that I see predominantly is obese or morbidly obese. So what does that tell me? We need to start eating healthy. Seriously, we need to start eating healthy in our communities. We need to teach our kids how to eat. That's just me. I'm not trying to preach, but I'm here to tell you that I'm feeling good right now. Seriously. I was coming down with a cold, and I lie to you not. Dr. Oz ain't got to tell me this. Dr. Oz will have to tell me that vegetables fight diseases. Vegetables. Drinking this smoothie with the vegetables that I had, it stopped my cold from coming down. I felt it. When I started drinking these smoothies, guess what? I didn't get the cold. So people, only thing I'm saying is, if you want to lose weight, please drink the smoothie. You can on Spreaker.com, if you want to know certain things or certain foods that you can put in your smoothie as far as vegetables, recipes, then please let me know, and I'll definitely tell you. Now, that's enough of the healthy stuff. Now, the Golden State Warriors, they won again. Klay Thompson scored 27 of 43 points in the third. The Warriors beat down the Suns. Here's my thing. My brothers, they have called me straight up haters, or they called me a hater. They say, oh, you like hating on Golden State. That's what you like to do. You like hating on Golden State. And I always tell them, I'm not hating on Golden State. I'm not. It's just that I know what's right. That's my thing. When I sit there and I watch them play, for me, it's like, yeah, they're winning. Yeah, they won the championship. And so what? What's your point? Seriously, like, who cares? I don't care. That's just me. I'm not a fan of the way in which they play. I'm just not. I'm tired of watching 5 guys that are 6'8" and 6'6", 6'7" playing basketball. I don't want to see that. Therefore, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, I want the San Antonio Spurs to beat their ass. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Seriously, I can't. Why? I don't like the Spurs. When will Tim Duncan, when will Greg Popovich go and sit down? Seriously, when will they go and sit down? And I'm sorry for the sound that you're hearing. It's my computer. I downloaded Windows 10. I was at Windows 7, and now they have these updates, and that's the sound that you're hearing. So please forgive me. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to see them win. I don't want to see the Spurs win. I don't want to see Tim Duncan get another championship. I don't want people to say, Tim Duncan is better than Kobe. No, he's not. Don't get me wrong. Duncan is great. But on Kobe's level, he's not far. He's there. He's just not there. He's close, but not there. But on the other hand, it's like, I don't want to see Golden State win. I hate the way in which they play, and they really think they're great. That's the thing that gets me. They really think they're great. They have that swag. You can see it. I've seen the swag. I've seen that swag from the Lakers. The Lakers would sit there and they would struggle throughout the regular season, win about 54 games, and then when the postseason comes, championship. Everybody in the building knew it. When you watch the Golden State Warriors, that's how they play. That's exactly how they play. You got Steph Curry. He's telling the coach, Luke Walton, nah, I don't like that play. Draw up a play for Klay Thompson. The play worked. So that lets you know that right now they're on another level. Let's be honest. What was somebody like Luke Walton going to do? Seriously, he was a bum of a player. I think he is actually going to be a good coach. For whatever reason, players who sucked as players, they become great coaches. Look at Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was horrible as a player. As a coach, A1. I just don't want to see Golden State win another championship. I just don't want to see it. I really don't want to see it. That's just me. I don't want to see it. For this point in time, yes, they're great. Somebody like me, somebody who knows the game of basketball and knows the rich history of the game, I'm not feeling it. I'm just not. Freddie Roach, and I know I'm going to another sport, but it coincides. Freddie Roach said that Floyd Mayweather is the best boxer of his era. What is that actually saying? Okay, yes, Mayweather is the best boxer of his era. That don't mean anything to me. Why? The fighters in today's boxing, they suck. They really suck. They don't have the fundamentals. I was watching a fight on, what was that? CBS or Channel 4 with Marv Albert. Was it Marv Albert? I know Sugar Ray Leonard, he was the commentator. I'm watching the fight, and I'm saying, these guys can't even throw a jab. How you can't throw a jab? How? That's the most important punch in boxing. How? You can't throw a jab. So when you look at Floyd Mayweather and you see the guys that he's beating up, those guys, they can't jab. So when you are Floyd Mayweather and you're from the Midwest, we all know, well, some of you might not know, so I'm going to explain to you how boxing works. History-wise, the Midwest, they produce some of the greatest fighters that the sport has ever seen. You might have heard some of these names. Tommy Hitman Hearns. Who else is out there? A guy who's one of my favorite fighters of all time who actually taught us in the boxing community how to fight, how to walk as far as your footwork. Joe Louis, James Lights Out Tony, just to name a few. These guys are from the Midwest. So when you have a Floyd Mayweather Jr. and you come from that rich history, that rich tradition, and you're going up against guys who don't have it, as a result, you're going to dominate. What does it mean? But trust and believe me, if Floyd Mayweather would have fought Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, he would have lost. Roberto Duran, Charles Burley, Sugar Ray Robinson, he would have lost some of those fights. Why? Those guys is on his level. So when I look at Golden State, yeah, they're good for this era. Could they go up against Shaq? No. Hell no. They just couldn't. They're going to lose to the San Antonio Spurs. Trust and believe me, they're going to lose. Why? Draymond Green is your center. Here's the thing. This is how it used to be back in the day. You had such a dominant power forward that even if you put the center on him, he can still dominate that center. That's how good the NBA was as far as big men. I was watching Zach Randolph play against the Bulls, and I'm like, dang, he lost it. And then Mark Gasol, oh, man. I mean, come on. They gave him all that money. And I told you, I lost all respect for Mark Gasol when I saw him play against Draymond Green, and he was getting punked. Straight punked. I'm like, wow, seriously? You gonna let this guy who is about 5 inches shorter than you dominate you? Stop it. I just don't understand it. These guys don't have the skill set. So then you have a team like Golden State who thinks they think they're the bomb. And here's the thing. I can't be mad at them. I can't. They only lost one game this season. They won a championship. San Antonio Spurs, they're coming. Another team that's coming is OKC. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, those guys, they're coming. Straight up, they're coming. Here's the thing, though. Billy Donovan, I've said this before. I don't believe in him. I really don't. I don't believe in Billy Donovan. I just don't. College coach, you coming to the NBA thinking that you getting ready to turn some heads? Nah, it don't work like that. So even though they have the two, I'm not going to say the two best players in the game. Kevin Durant, obviously top 3 player in the game. Russell Westbrook, top 10 player in the game. Can they beat a team like Golden State? It's going to be tough. Why? You have Draymond Green initiating the offense. That's how dynamic they are. Don't get me wrong. They're a dynamic team. I can't take anything away from them. They're obviously dynamic. Steph Curry is not the only one that pushes the offense and orchestrates the offense. Harrison Barnes can do it. Klay Thompson can do it. I just mentioned Draymond Green. They're good for this time. Coming up on the Grizz, I want to talk a little bit more in depth about this. And also, Coward Howard. Wow, what a despicable human being. We're back, and this is the Grizz. Dwight Howard, I just don't like him. I really don't like him. I found him to just be a type of individual who pretty much takes the blame off of himself, tries to point hands at everybody else as to why he doesn't produce. You know who he reminds me of? Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, I remember a lot of times when I would see Terrell Owens play, and he would sit there, he would drop a football here and there, and then he'll turn around and then he'll blame the coach. He'll turn around, he'll blame, who was that? Jason Witten or Tony Romo. And it's like, dude, are you serious? You're not playing good. How about you do what you're supposed to do? How about you do that? And then once you do what you're supposed to do, then you can start looking to point fingers. Until then, shut your mouth and do your job. So when I look at somebody like Coward Howard, yes, I called him Coward Howard. I have absolutely no respect for Coward Howard. I'm not calling him his name. Nah, it's Coward Howard. He sat there and he booked from L.A. And that playoff game, what a straight coward. I'm calling him a coward. He did some punk stuff. He, like, seriously, and I hope I don't offend anybody by saying that. Here's the thing. When they went up against the Spurs, the Lakers, his first and only year with the Lakers, he sat there and he got ejected from a playoff game. Why? He didn't want to go down with the ship. That's when I literally gained so much respect for Kobe Bryant. Kobe was hurt. Remember, he tore his Achilles. Kobe came out and was like, you know what? I'm going down with y'all. That's when I was like, you know what? That's my guy forever. That's my boy. That's Kobe. Mr. Bean. Coward Howard, on the other hand, he straight punked out. Straight coward. I was like, wow. So then he goes to the Houston Rockets, and nothing has changed. This guy really thinks he's a post player. Like, that's the thing that gets me. He really thinks he can play in the post. That's the thing that gets me. He thinks he's a post player. I saw this guy play in L.A. I saw him play religiously. He sucks in the post. He gets stripped. He travels. He gets a whole lot of charges. Even on the defensive end, he gets stupid ticky-tack fouls. The only reason why he's actually good, the height. If this guy, say, was like 6'5", trust and believe me, he would not be in the NBA. Trust me on this. Trust me. This guy is a bum. Now he wants to sit there, and their reports, I'm looking at it right now on ESPN, that he wants to leave the Houston Rockets. He's unhappy with the losing. So now he wants to sit there and jump ship. That's Coward Howard. Here's the thing, though. Houston, you stuck with that bum. You stuck with him. If you live here in L.A. and you mention Dwight Howard, you're going to get what I'm giving you. Nobody in L.A. likes Coward Howard unless they're a Houston Rockets fan. Other than that, nobody likes that dude. Straight bum status. He makes entirely too many excuses. Now, of course, he denied the report. Remember this. Remember when, who was that? Is it Stan Van Gundy? Jeff Van Gundy, when he was a coach of the Houston Rockets, and there was a report that came out, correct me if I'm wrong, he wanted Jeff Van Gundy, or Stan Van Gundy, I'm sorry. Oh, no, Jeff Van Gundy. Or was it Stan? I think it's Stan Van Gundy. Stan Van Gundy fired. And remember when they had he came and put his arm around his coach, and his coach left? He was like, well, when the reporter stuck the mic in his face, so did you want him fired? He's like, I don't know. I didn't say that. And Stan was like, he looked at this dude like, are you stupid? Like, seriously, are you stupid? And just left. He's a liar. He's a straight bum. Seriously, he's a bum. He doesn't take accountability for what he does. He doesn't do that. That's one of the main reasons why he didn't want to play with Kobe. Why? He knew Kobe was going to be on that ass. He didn't want that. He was like, man, dude, this dude right here. What? He's around here. He's going crazy on players. And Kobe will tell you, hey, man, it's not personal. None of this is personal. I want to win. Therefore, Coward Howard was like, you know what? I don't want to be held accountable. Here's the thing that gets me. He'll sit there and he wants to hold other players accountable. That's what makes me mad about this dude. Straight bum status. He wants more touches in the post from what I read on ESPN. You know why they're not giving him any touches, front court touches per game this season? We have people like Marc Gasol who gets 48.1, Anthony Davis who gets 46.0, DeMarcus Cousins who gets 44.7 touches, Al Horford gets 42.7, Pau Gasol, which is my boy. I'm always going to love me some Pau Gasol. He helped the Lakers win a championship. That's always going to be my boy. 38.2 touches. Coward Howard, 28.1 touches. So here's the thing. You know why he's getting those amount of touches? You know why? He's a bum. He can't play in the post. He can't. How are you going to have Hakeem, the dream Olajuwon? How? How you going to have him and you don't get better? You get worse. I don't understand that. He had Kevin McHale who had moves for days in the post. He still didn't get good. There's nowhere in the world with a guy that has his athletic ability that they haven't won a championship. Seriously. He's a center. They're supposed to be dominant. You put Shaq on that team, they're the number one team in the NBA. Who gonna stop them? You put David Robinson on that team with James Harden. Guess what? James Harden, you got to give that rock up, man. You can't hold on to that rock. You got to pass that joint. You got to. Hakeem on that team, that ball going in that post. He doesn't demand the respect. Why? He doesn't have any post moves. I used to see this guy play for the Lakers religiously. He would travel. He would get stripped. He would have 7 possessions in the post. 5 of them were turnovers. And then he'd have a dunk or a defense or throw him a lob or something like that. Other than that, he was turning the ball over. He never wants to be held accountable. Here's the thing, though. The Houston Rockets, they gave him $90 million thinking that was going to do something. Houston Rockets, you want him, and you got him. Well, you might not even have him. There are reports out there that saying that he don't want to be there. Oh, I can't stand that dude. I can't stand Dwight Howard. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. But you know what? I need to calm down. Seriously, I need to calm down. My chest is hurting on the right side. I think it's my left ventricle. I don't know. So I'll be back and listen to some of this music. Whew. We're back, and this is the Grizz. Peyton Manning practices. Kubiak calls it. Step back in the right direction. He did fine, Kubiak said following the workout. Here's my thing about that whole situation. Peyton Manning, he should be given his job back with one exception. He has to be healthy, 100% healthy. We've seen that. Well, I'm not going to say we've seen that he's not. You know, if he's not at 100%, then he can't go out there and play good football. No, Peyton Manning's a tough guy. However, I don't want to see Peyton Manning look how he looked earlier this season and last year. I don't want to see that. So if you telling me that Peyton Manning is going to be Peyton Manning when he was with, who was that, Tony Dungy, then yeah, I'm cool with that. If you telling me that Peyton Manning is going to look how he looked last season, and like I said at the beginning of this season, no. If you telling me that Peyton Manning is going to sit there and when he throw the football, he's praying that a wide receiver make a play for him, I don't want to see that. Peyton Manning, Kobe, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, all of these guys, they need to retire. Seriously, all of them need to retire. Kobe, because Kobe is Kobe and Kobe is just so much better than all those other guys. He can still give you hopes of greatness. Peyton can too. But looking at Peyton Manning, I just want to see the man retire. Literally, I want to see that man retire ASAP. For me, the only reason why he's sticking on, legacy. He knows that Tom Brady has cemented him, has supplanted him as far as the all-time great. He knows that. He knows, you know how I feel. You know Tom Brady is number 2 on my all-time list. Peyton Manning, I don't know if he makes my top 5 list. I don't know if he makes a many of people's list. Peyton Manning knows that. So for me, I truly believe that the only reason why he's doing all of this is strictly for his legacy. Why else come back and play knowing that you just don't have it? He knows that. He has to know it. He has to know it. Vontaze Burfict won't be fined by the NFL for a hit on Ben Roethlisberger. And I said this. I saw the hit. Me personally, I thought it was an accident. Of course, Big Ben, he didn't believe it. I just did. And I'm kind of glad that the NFL didn't overreact. Here's the thing, though. If that was Tom Brady, would he get fined? I'm going to bet a dime to a doorknob. Yep. Why? It's Tom Brady. That's the rule. That rule came because of Tom Brady. Remember, Tom Brady, what was it? The first game of, I can't remember what year it was. He missed the entire season. The ACL was torn. That's the Tom Brady rule. So, yeah, I can see that happening. Seriously, I can see it happening. I really can. Derrick Rose, and I know I'm switching topics because I'm getting ready to end the show. I was watching Derrick Rose, and it's over for Derrick Rose. It really is. You know what he needs to do? Seriously. He needs to learn the fundamentals of the game. He's not the only player to ever have his ability, his athleticism deteriorate in front of his eyes. There's a person that comes to my mind. His name is Ron Harper. Ron Harper had his, everything taken away from him because of the surgery that he had on his knees. His knees was bad. If you don't remember Ron Harper, go on YouTube and see Ron Harper. I'm talking about Ron Harper who played with the Chicago Bulls. Ron Harper was hugely athletic. Wow. He lost his athleticism because of injuries. He understood the game of basketball and how understanding the fundamentals could make him a great player. He went on and won championships. It can happen. Derrick Rose, he has to do the same exact thing. This is the Grizz. I love y'all. Thank you, Mr. Doug Stewart, for giving me an opportunity to express myself. I love y'all, the people who are listening to me. I'm the Grizz, and I'm out.